Man, you know what really kills my erection nowadays? Well, it turns out to be the stupidest shit I read on the internet sometimes, I swear to God. Now, I go to work, and one of the things that I do at work while things are rendering or things are going in the background is I like to open up a good old Kotaku article here and there, good old Polygon article, good old one of those nice mainstream gaming articles, because they're so damn perfect. And I love reading about the most menial shit entirely. And I've sort of extended my levels of research, into amazing uh, scientific research centers such as BuzzFeed and fucking Elite Daily and GQ and all that shit, just to increase how much I cringe to myself every time I read some of these articles. One of the things that I was reading, a lot of stuff that I've been reading, is about a game called Wolfenstein 2. Now, I'm not getting this game immediately off the bat. I'm not really that interested into it, but I always like myself a good old Wolfenstein game. In fact, one of my favorite games that I purchased not too long ago, actually, well, long ago, a year ago, was Wolfenstein: The New Order, the reboot, I guess you could say, on the PS4 and Xbox One and PC. I bought it about a year ago, and I actually played through it like nonstop. Like 2 days it took me to beat the game, and I loved it entirely. It was one of my favorite games that I just randomly picked up off of a whim. And I'm not new to Wolfenstein. I played the game since its first inception back in the day on the PC as a kid, but I've just never been one to rush out and go get it. If you give me Doom, I'll go out and get Doom. Wolfenstein, I can wait till the price goes down and go around with it. I am going to get Wolfenstein 2, don't get me wrong, which is why I've been reading this kind of stuff lately. But I was looking at all these articles, and a lot of people, first of all, there's two things. I'll get the one thing off my chest. A lot of these gaming articles really like to push out the fact that Wolfenstein 2 is a single player game. There's no multiplayer with it. Bitch, who the fuck said every game has to have multiplayer, every game has to have single player? In fact, I love it when a game only has one or the other nowadays, because it just often means that one or the other has a lot more effort put into it than if you just diverted both of the options, okay? We've seen this shit happen with games before. You remember the days when every fucking single player game had to toss in a goddamn multiplayer component and then both of them would suck dick? You wanna know why people don't do that anymore? Because the multiplayer component only lasts for like 2 hours. After that, the community fucking dies. A good single player game is one that I can keep popping in and playing over and over again on different difficulties and finding all the collectibles I want to. Multiplayer, I could give a fuck about if it's just your standard shooter, which is what I'm glad Wolfenstein 2 did. I don't understand why in today's day and age that's a newsworthy thing. Like, why the fuck that has to even be mentioned anymore? Like, oh, this Mario Odyssey doesn't have a horde mode. Assassin's Creed doesn't have multiplayer anymore. What? Why not? I don't know. Let's just trust developers at times and let them make one thing right rather than make them do everything. Remember the whole jack of all trades argument? Yeah, let's take that out of the equation, okay? That little rant aside, one of the biggest things that I was looking at with Wolfenstein 2, and that's just kind of any game right now, is this fucking political insertion into this kind of stuff. Wolfenstein was never a game to be fucking political, okay? It's an alternate scenario. It's an alternate sci-fi scenario, of all things, an alternate sci-fi scenario. All you do in this game is kill fucking Nazis. I never saw anybody complaining when MW2 was out and we were killing terrorists. You want to know why? Because they were terrorists. They were bad guys. What are Nazis? Well, guess what? We've unanimously put them as the bad guys. And guess what? We're going to lay siege to these motherfuckers anyways. We're killing Hitler, okay? There's no political statements to be made. You're playing a guy named BJ, and you're chasing after Nazis with some crazy-ass machine guns, crazy firepower and everything, and that's all it is. A lot of people have seen fit to turn this into some political thing, and I remember the same thing happened with Far Cry 5 anyways. Look, these are just cool situations for the game to take place in. I don't understand why the fuck people have to equate this stuff to any SJW pandering or right-wing politics, left-wing politics, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what kind of a world I live in, but I know that I feel like I'm the only person that kind of wakes up sometimes, drinks the coffee and says, wow, here's Wolfenstein 2, a game where I kill Nazis in a sci-fi setting. I never once in my life tell myself, Muda, there's a political statement that Wolfenstein... Oh yeah, what political statement is Wolfenstein making? May I ask you? Oh, what, killing Nazis and shit with some outlandish way. What did Bionic fucking Commando make a political statement when you saw Hitler's fucking face blow up in that game? What is Castlevania making some kind of a statement too? Don't get me wrong. What is Bubble Bobble making a political statement? Why does every game have to be political? Have you seen the trailer? Have you seen any gameplay for this game? It's so fucking outlandish, cannot even be compared to what this game is. It's like Forbes making a gaming article. You know, have you ever fucking read a Forbes video game article? Like actually read one? Okay, it's probably like it's I'm sure my dad could write a better gaming article than any motherfucker at Forbes right now, because a Forbes gaming article is like it's just a fucking, it's like a Kinder Surprise egg, man. You just keep going deeper and getting more regret after a while. It used to be okay when BuzzFeed and stuff were doing, because I knew they never touched a game, okay? They never got close to, dude, my left nut could shit out a better article than them. But now you got the mainstream gaming side, which also wants to get fucking political out of nowhere, okay? It's like, look, I know you motherfuckers at least play your games, okay? I know, I like to think that IGN, Kotaku, all these people, they actually touch video games, they play video games, all right? You know, I'm sure Polygon is good at video games to an extent, especially at Doom. I'm pretty sure there is a level of intellect behind it. Fuck that. No, none of them are good at games. Have you seen the Cuphead fiasco? I expect this stuff to be out of it, but for some reason, I'm seeing politics brought a lot into my Wolfenstein 2. It brought into a lot of video games nowadays as well. And in the end, I want to actually ask you, please, start a discussion. Let me fucking know what you think about this political fucking bullshit that Wolfenstein 2 comes with. Are you excited for it? Do you like it? Let me know. I'm going to leave this on an open-ended debate over here. I had to vent this out. I had to rant about the stupid shit that's kicking off just because of this one game and Nazis and all this crazy political nonsense. And the fact that it doesn't have multiplayer. Oh God, what a shock. Let me know what you think. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it. This is me, Mudahar, and I'm out.